That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. Hey, there it is. There it is at the top. The lead into this podcast. As free citizens of this country, there are things that are expected of us. Sit back for a moment and think. Welcome this, what is it, Wednesday? The social contract with former Congressman Joe Walsh. The things that are expected of us. All of us, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, independent, progressives, MAGA, all of us, the basic things that are expected of us as free citizens in this democracy, our social contract, our responsibilities. And chief among those, and I apologize for being a broken record, but chief among those responsibilities is staying informed. Staying informed. Staying educated. Following politics. Following what's going on day by day, being an informed citizen and an informed voter. A democracy, man, a democracy depends upon that. Depends upon that. A democracy depends upon a people, a free people, not being led astray by misinformation, disinformation, lies, and bullshit. You and I have a responsibility to be informed and to be tethered to truth, to seek the truth, to find the truth, to follow the truth, not to follow bullshit and lies, not to be easily duped and easily fooled. And in today's day and age, right? Social media, oh my God, we can go anywhere on social media and be moved and distracted and influenced by bullshit and lies. Go up and down the list. Politicians and media people and all these, independent podcast hosts and people on the web, man, they know and they feed you bullshit. They feed you lies. And damn it, we as a people, way too many of us are being led astray by the lies. And when, let's just cut to the chase. If a democracy can't stand, we'll start here. A democracy cannot stand if a people is misinformed. If a people do not stay informed, a democracy cannot stand. And a democracy cannot stand if a people, a free people, is not tethered to truth. And we're there. We're on that path right now. Look, we just elected a guy, the leader of this country, the leader of the free world. Think about this, is someone who lies every time he opens his mouth. And almost half the country voted for him. Go up and down the line. I think it's more pronounced on the right now, but we got people in the media, we got people in politics who lie to you, lie to us every single day. Elon Musk can go up and up and down. And look, I can say this as a former right-wing media guy, I did some of it myself. We got to stop it. And it won't stop, by the way. It will not stop. Your politicians will not stop lying to you. Your favorite TV host and your favorite podcasters and your favorite internet personalities, they will not stop lying to you as long as you buy the lies. As long as you buy shit like, and just in the last 2 days, 3 bald-faced lies that Trump, that the president of the United States put out there that are now already believed by millions and millions and millions and millions of Americans. Because Trump puts a lie out there, and then Hannity and all of Trump's media cheerleaders spread the lie. And then social media picks up the lie, and before you know it, the lie, right, has been around the world 100 times before people even begin to realize what the truth is. Yesterday, at the very first press conference, the White House press secretary, Trump, the first press conference in the new Trump administration, a bunch of bullshit was put out, but talking about the need that we need to cut government spending and get rid of a bunch of government bureaucrats, and we're spending money on shit we shouldn't be spending on and we need to make government more efficient, and all the rest to make that case. The press secretary uttered an ugly lie to make the case for Doge or cut money, cut spending, blah, blah, blah. To make the case for Trump's federal spending freeze, she put out a lie to say why we need to do all of this. The lie was, she said yesterday that $50 million, 50 million US taxpayer dollars were spent by the Biden administration to fund condoms in Gaza. She put it out there. Here's why we need Elon Musk. Here's why we need Doge. Here's why we need to furlough all these federal employees. Here's why Trump needs a freeze on all government spending to look at where our spending's going. You know why? Because we're spending $50 million to fund condoms in Gaza. Oh my God. And she put that headline out there, right? That's a provocative headline. $50 million that we are spending on condoms in Gaza, that the Biden administration was spending to fund condoms in Gaza. Oh my God, right? She put that out there and everybody jumped. Every Trump media cheerleader, every Trump sycophant, they all jumped and they spread this thing like wildfire. By the end of the day, more than half the country believed it. Did you hear? Did you hear? My God, this is just bullshit. We're spending $50 million. Did you hear what Joe Biden tried to do? Joe Biden spent $50 million to fund condoms in Gaza. Outrageous. Talk about a waste of money. Hell yeah, stop that. Elon Musk took the credit for stopping it because Elon Musk is his Doge, whatever, to cut spending in government. He's the one that found it, that Biden was spending $50 million on condoms in Gaza. It became yesterday one of the biggest outrages in the right-wing MAGA Trumposphere. It's a lie. Just time out, stop. It's a lie. I don't know that I can do anything about it because this lie's been around the world. It's been around the country a million times in the last 24 hours, but it's a lie. The Biden administration never, ever spent 50 million of our dollars on condoms in Gaza. The Biden administration never did that. The Biden administration never intended to do that. It's a lie. According to the data, and by the way, when she presented this yesterday, this headline, she provided no evidence. She provided no report, no backup, no data, nothing to prove the 50 million going to condoms in Gaza. She just put it out there, baby, because that's what we do today, Americans, right? We put out something that man's going to piss people off, outrage people. 50 fucking million dollars for condoms in Gaza. And boom, you don't need to prove it. You don't need to show any evidence that that's true. Just put it out there. Put it out there. And TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, and away we go. And away it went. It's a lie. We have not spent a penny. The Biden administration did not spend a penny on condoms in Gaza. Just to give you, much less 50 million, to give you some perspective. America spends $60 million worldwide every year on contraception and contraceptive health worldwide. $60 million. And by the way, in 2023, we spent $60 million in contraceptive health around the world. 95% of that $60 million was spent in African countries. Okay. And by the way, under Trump, we spent $40 million on average a year in contraceptive health around the world. So $60 million in total to contraceptive health. Not one condom went to the Middle East. Not one condom went to the Middle East. This is, again, all according to the report provided by the United States Agency on International Development, the federal agency that funds these programs. You can have a beef with some of these programs, right? That's fine. We're spending too much money, you can say, on contraceptive health around the world. But what I'm asking you here is, don't believe a lie. There were no condoms funded at all in the Middle East. Of that $60 million worldwide that was spent, the only country in the Middle East that got any money of that was Jordan. They got about $45,000 to go toward oral and injectable contraceptives in Jordan. Nothing in Gaza. No contraceptive health went to Gaza. No money for condoms went to Gaza. And by the way, again, there are roughly 2 million people in Gaza. You're going to spend $50 million to give 2 million people in Gaza condoms? Remember, the lie is we're funding $50 million for condoms in Gaza. There are only 2 million people in Gaza. What is that? That's like giving every person in Gaza 20 some condoms. That's crazy, right? It's a lie. It didn't happen under Biden. Biden wasn't planning on it to happen. But to get you pissed off and get you outraged about all the crazy money we spend, Donald Trump decided to lie to you. Because, oh my God, if this is true, 50 million in condoms for Gaza, man, that pisses me off. It's not true. According to the research, the data, and the reporting, none of which the Trump spokesperson provided yesterday, it's not at all true. It's a lie. But here we sit, a lie that was believed. And by the way, one last point, look, and I say this as a conservative, I'm not a Democrat, a conservative who went to Washington because I think the federal government's too damn big. I went to Washington because I think our debt is criminal. I think we need to cut federal government spending. I've always thought that. This program, 60 million, and under Trump, it was 40 and then 50 million under Trump that we spent for contraceptive health in countries around the world. They go to low income, poor countries to help keep their populations down, to provide contraceptive help for them, to educate them. 95% of that 60 million goes to African countries. You and I can debate the worth of that program, and are we spending too much? That's fine. But it ought to piss you off that to make his case, Donald Trump lied to you. You know, lie number two, and Keith, I don't know if we have this one. Let me, um, nobody in the world lies more than Donald Trump. I want to say that again. There's no human being that lies more than Donald Trump. Maybe in the history of human beings. Elon Musk is a close two, man. Elon Musk is right on Trump's ass. Elon Musk is number two on that list. He lies an awful lot. Here's an example just yesterday of the two of them lying to you, lying to America, lying to the world. We've got two astronauts up there who've been up there since last June or July. And there's something wrong with the Boeing spacecraft that's supposed to bring these astronauts back. So there's been another plan developed to bring these astronauts back. So Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they both lied about this. They put this up yesterday, like these astronauts are stranded. Here's Donald Trump. I've just asked Elon Musk and SpaceX to go get those two brave astronauts. They've been abandoned in space by the Biden administration. Okay, so there's Trump lying about it. Oh my God, look what I just did. I just told Elon, I instructed Elon, SpaceX, go rescue those two stranded astronauts who've been abandoned by Joe Biden. Well, Elon Musk chimed in, and he lied as well about this. Here's Elon yesterday. The president has asked SpaceX to bring home the two astronauts who are stranded and clearly have been abandoned by the Biden administration. So, thank you, Keith. There's Donald Trump and Elon Musk just yesterday, both saying that we've got two astronauts, man, two of our people who've been stranded for months, and the Biden administration abandoned them. But thanks to Donald Trump, they're going to be rescued. That's what Trump and Elon Musk put out yesterday. And remember, the whole point of this podcast is we need to be tethered to truth. What Donald Trump said there and what Elon Musk said there is a lie. Pause. Let that sink in. Trump's lying to you again. Elon Musk is lying to you again. Those two astronauts that are up there, that are going to come back sometime in February, March, or early April, they're not stranded. They're not stranded at all. They're doing just fine. In fact, in August, back in August, last August, when I'll go slow, when Joe Biden was president, NASA asked SpaceX, Elon and SpaceX, we got a problem with this Boeing thing bringing them back, a spacecraft coming back. So SpaceX, can you bring them back and let's put together a plan? So in August, when Joe Biden was president, SpaceX was asked to bring these two astronauts back. Didn't need to bring them back the next day or the next month or 2 or 3 months from then, because they're not stranded. They're doing just fine. But the plan originated when Biden was president. Biden didn't abandon them. The ask to SpaceX and Elon came in August when Biden was president. Biden asked SpaceX to bring these two back down the road. You don't need to rescue them because they're fine. They haven't been abandoned by Biden. In fact, this past December, just month and a half ago, again, when Biden was president, they were due to come back. There were some maintenance issues. And so the date to bring them back was pushed back another couple months into February and March. No big deal. They're fine. They're enjoying their time up there, getting a lot of stuff done. This was, again, when Biden was president. Not abandoned at all. Not stranded at all. They're doing fine. And according to the plan that was put together when Biden was president, they're on schedule, and they've been on schedule, these two astronauts, sometime this spring. But Trump and Elon want you to think like, oh my God, we've got two astronauts floating up in the middle of space all by themselves. And Joe Biden just said, screw them. I want nothing to do with them. And so Donald Trump came to the rescue. And with his buddy Elon, he asked Elon, you fly up there yourself and you go grab these two astronauts floating off in the middle of space. Trump lied to you and Elon lied to you to fool you, to deceive you. Again, in a healthy democracy, a people being lied to constantly, well, they should get pissed off. And they should no longer believe. They should demand, don't you lie to me. They should demand truthful information. And then they should stop listening to people who constantly lie to them. They should sift through all the bullshit and the lies and get to the truth. That's what a free people in a healthy democracy would do. Lie number 3. Just one more. Just one more. We touched upon this one yesterday. Donald Trump sent out a post a couple of days ago, and I'm going to summarize before Keith puts it up. But the president of the United States put out a post that said, basically, I sent the U.S. military to the state of California to turn on the frickin' water. I did that. And thanks to me, the military turned on the water. And thanks to me, I will save California. I sent the military there to turn on the water. Keith, do we have Trump's post? There it is. The United States military just entered the great state of California and under emergency powers turned on the water, flowing abundantly from the Pacific Northwest and beyond. The days of putting a fake environmental argument over the people are over. Enjoy the water, California. Trump puts that out. The president of the United States put that out 2 days ago. It is a lie. It's a lie. Again, I'll go slow, MAGA, for everybody listening. Donald Trump is lying about this. It didn't happen. In fact, the Defense Department came out yesterday and said it was a lie. It's not the truth. What happened in California? What caused Trump to say, I sent the military, I ordered the military to California to turn on the water? What caused him to put that lie out there? Well, what happened 2 days ago was the federal government restarted federal water pumps in Northern California, get this, that had been offline for 3 days due to a maintenance check. That's all that happened. The federal government turned on 3 of their water pumps in Northern California that had been offline for 3 days, getting maintained. And the federal government just restarted those 3 federal water pumps that had been offline for 3 days, getting maintained. That's the truth. That's the reality. And this was in Northern California. And the state water supplies in Northern California have been abundant and plentiful. And the state water supplies in Southern California are abundant and plentiful. These are all the facts on the ground. This is all the truth. And Trump puts out, look, he does this. I know, maybe I'm just screaming into the clouds. He lies to you because he knows he can. Because he knows that you've stopped doing your job, America. You've stopped staying informed. You've told your politicians, you've told Trump, man, it's like you've been telling Trump now for the last 8 or 9 years, I do not want to be informed. I don't care about the truth. Donald, feed me bullshit. Feed me bullshit. I love you, Trump supporters, but that's what you've been telling Donald Trump day after day for 9 years. Lie to me. Thank you, sir. Give me another. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. Lie to me again. That's what you've been doing. Anybody who believes Trump's lies, that's what you've been doing. It's really not his fault that he lies to you. It's not Elon Musk's fault that he lies to you. It's our fault. We've allowed ourselves to be lied to. And the only way, and Trump will never stop, but the only way any public figure will ever stop lying to you is if you tell them, don't lie to me. And as a free people, way too many of us haven't done that. Hey, one other quick topic, and let me lead with where I stand. Damn it, this pisses me off. Any American, I mean any American, gay, straight, or transgender, any American who meets the basic military standards should be free to serve in the military and fight for this country. Any American should be free to do that. Any American, gay, straight, or transgender, you meet the basic military requirements. I don't give a damn what color you are. I don't give a damn what your sexual persuasion is. I don't care how you identify. If you meet the military standards, man, you as an American should be free to serve in uniform. Period. Donald Trump yesterday laid down one of his latest executive orders banning transgenders from serving and enlisting in the military. This is what he did when he first got elected in 2016. When Biden got elected in 2020, Biden rescinded that executive order, allowing transgenders to serve in the military. See everybody, elections have consequences, right? Right? So Trump does this again, throws down this executive order banning transgenders from serving. By the way, like almost all of Trump's executive orders, it has been taken to court immediately. LGBTQ advocacy groups, gay and transgender Americans individually have filed suit against this. So the courts are going to rule. But Trump said, we got to do this because we want to make the military stronger and we don't want the military to be beholden to political agendas and dangerous ideologies. Couple things. There are roughly 13 to 14,000 transgender Americans serving in the military. Transgender Americans have always served in the military. Say that again. Transgender Americans have always served in the military. In 2016, in June of 2016, when Obama was still president, he made it, he allowed them to come out and be able to serve openly. Obama did that in 2016. Again, staying informed, there is zero evidence, and I emphasize zero. There is zero evidence, none, that transgender Americans serving in the military negatively impacts military readiness or cohesion. Zero evidence. Most of the studies that have been done show the exact opposite. And they've been serving forever in the US military. And have we been forever, for years, littered with horrible headlines about the problems that are being caused in the military by transgender Americans serving in the military? No, we haven't. This is all, again, why is Trump doing this? Because Trump, A, is cruel, and Trump is feeding his base ugly red meat to somehow, because he thinks and everybody thinks, oh my God, and his people think the military's woke, and we should only have white, straight Christian men serving in the military. By the way, Pete Hegseth, the new head of the Defense Department, that's where he is. I mean, he has been on record that women shouldn't serve, gays shouldn't serve, transgenders shouldn't serve. The new head of the Defense Department, he's already on record as saying all that, but he wants to go after the woke agenda in the military. This is part of it. I go back to where I began. Look, our American ideals. How about every now and then we talk about our American ideals, freedom and equal opportunity, equality, freedom and equal opportunity, equality. Those are two original American ideals. Banning a certain group of people from serving in the military for no reason except political goes against freedom and clearly goes against equal opportunity, which is why I expect this ban to not be upheld by the courts. They go against our basic original American ideals of freedom. Any American who meets the standards should be free to serve. White, black, brown, gay, straight, transgender. Equal opportunity. Every American who meets those basic standards should have the same opportunity to put that uniform on and fight for their country. And by the way, there are a lot of talented transgender soldiers and military personnel. Getting rid of a whole group of them is going to make our military weaker. You're pushing away talent. But if you believe in a free country, and if you believe in a country where we all don't have equal results, and we all, but we all are born with and should have equal opportunity, then you cannot support banning a certain group of people from serving. It's ugly, it's cruel, it's divisive, it's un-American. The suits have been filed against it. Like most all of Trump's executive orders, they're already in court. But my God, this is where are you, America? What kind of country you want to be, America? Do you want to be the kind of country that says, you can't serve because I don't like your sexual persuasion? You can't serve because I don't like how you identify. You can't serve because you're black. You can't serve because you're brown. You can't serve because you're left handed. You can't serve because whatever. Do you want to be that country? Or do you want to be the kind of country that says, look, to serve in the military, man, we've got rigorous standards, right? Physical and mental and health, all kinds of standards. Do you want to be the kind of country that says anybody that can meet those standards, meet those requirements, any American should be free to serve? Man, that's the kind of country I want to live in. That's the kind of country America was originally set up to be, the land of freedom and equal opportunity. I want to be in that. I choose to be in that country. The beauty with Trump is he's so fucking extreme that we're all now, and he's throwing so much shit at everybody. America, too bad this happened after the election, but America now is going to get to choose, what kind of country do you want to be? I want to be the kind of country that tells my transgender brothers and sisters, if you meet these basic military requirements, God bless you, you're free to serve. I want to be that country. I want to live in that country. And I want to believe most Americans do too. Hey, thank you for listening, everybody. Couple things. My email, joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. That's all one word, joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. Shoot me an email about anything. Go to this website, oneflaginitiative.org. Oneflaginitiative.org. That's all one word. You see, I've got no kings everywhere. I've got my new profile pic, no kings, no kings, no kings. It's easy to do. If you want to join me, change your profile pic or be a part of this no kings movement, go to oneflaginitiative.org. Be part of the movement. Join me. And by the way, last thing, if you are a Substack person, I launched a Substack a week ago. Man, check it out. And if you like what I say on this podcast, I write the same way I speak. Check out my Substack, Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Easy to find, Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Check out that Substack. Thank you. And if you're really fired up, subscribe to it. Thanks for listening, everybody. God bless you. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract